From the students of Penn State Meteorology, here is your Penn State Campus Weather Service forecast.
Good evening. For CNET, I'm student meteorologist Kevin Appleby with a look at your evening forecast on this Tuesday, April 5th. Today would be the definition of what intervals of clouds and sun looks like. We start off the day with a lot of clouds. It looks, you're thinking, oh, maybe it's going to be a cloudy day once again here in State College. By 11 o'clock, that was not the case. Mainly clear skies, and that allowed our temperatures to jump very noticeably throughout this afternoon. But as we progressed through that afternoon, that's when the clouds once again took over, and right around 3:45-ish is when we have a pretty thick cloud deck now with mostly stratocumulus clouds, and that's the case. It's a little preview of what's to come over the next several days. Temperatures as of around 3:45 show temperatures in the mid to upper 50s across the region. We've got 55s in Altoona and Johnstown, 59 in Indiana and Du Bois, 57s from Clearfield to State College and Harrisburg, and then to the north, Selinsgrove and Williamsport both coming in at 58 degrees at this hour. Compared to yesterday, that's considerably warmer, especially out west where we're 21 degrees above yesterday in Franklin. Otherwise, generally in the teens, but either way, we'll take that because we've been stuck in a rather cool pattern. But I do have good news later in the 7-day forecast for some changes heading our way. A look at radar from the past few hours shows down towards the southwest, we notice this boundary of rain starting to inch its way towards Pennsylvania. It will continue to do so, but it will continue to do so ever so slowly. As we expand outwards, here's our storm system, and notice this like comma-shaped feature expanding down towards the south and west. Now, we have this squall line here. This area portion right here, that's where we're expecting severe weather to take place tonight in the form of strong tornadoes and very damaging winds. So folks in these areas definitely need to be on high alert tonight, but none of that is in store for us here in Pennsylvania. But what is in store is just some garden variety rain showers for the overnight hours. Notice as we go through the overnight, it's mainly the eastern 2/3 of the state that are in on it, but by about noon tomorrow, most of the state is dry. So tomorrow is a predominantly cloudy day, but it's the calm between storms as we go to Wednesday night. We've got this line of moderate to heavy rain taking shape in western Pennsylvania, and this will slowly move its way east over the course of Thursday. By around mid-morning on Thursday, we've got pockets of moderate to heavy rain right over Center County, so looks like you'll need that umbrella on Thursday for sure. And as we go into Thursday evening, the storm finally pulls away, could leave behind a few rumbles of thunder and localized areas over 2 inches in eastern Pennsylvania, 2 inches of rain that is. And again, it dries out by about midnight Friday morning, so Thursday night. When all is said and done, we're talking about a general 1 to 2 inches for most of Pennsylvania, the exceptions being the far western portions of the state and southeastern portions of the state, but for different reasons. Obviously, in Philadelphia, we have the potential to exceed 2.5 inches of rain by Thursday evening. So in terms of what's behind this cold front that's going to be moving through, we're going to be into this trough. It's going to cool things down just a little bit for the weekend, and it'll remain unsettled at least for the first half. By Saturday night, we're in the heart of this trough. That's where we could be talking about some flakes mixing in Saturday night with some light rain showers that'll be moving through. However, our pattern begins to change as we start next week. Notice by Monday, we've got this ridge pattern taking shape, these brighter colors over Pennsylvania. And that's going to be the theme as we go through at least the middle portion of next week. So a nice stretch of mild and sunny days are on the way to start next week. But for tonight, we got to get through this first. Drop down to 48 degrees with periods of rain and a light east wind at around 5 miles an hour. For tomorrow, any lingering rain will taper early. Otherwise, it's just a relatively cloudy day with a light east wind once again, topping out at around 57 degrees. And as we take a look at that 7-day forecast, Thursday's for sure the worst day of the week. Pockets of moderate to heavy rain, maybe even a rumble thunder across the area. And then Friday and Saturday remain unsettled. Temperatures at or just below average for this time of year. Sunday, we finally see improving conditions, but still relatively cool for this time of year. But then for the start of next week, that's where we see the true spring-like conditions return as we top out at 67 and 70 respectively for those days. From the Penn State Campus Weather Service and for CNET, I'm Kevin Appleby. Have a great night.